Hey, color grade with me. In Adobe Camera Raw, I start by warming up the skin while pushing the background a little cooler. I want to create a complementary color harmony so the model really stands out. Even though the original image feels pretty cool overall, her makeup is actually warm, not magenta, so now I'm bringing that warmth back. Now, let's jump into Photoshop. The first thing I do is continue working on the color harmony. I make the makeup even warmer and a bit more saturated so it becomes a stronger focal point. I am also adjusting the reds and yellows to help create that film-inspired look while fine-tuning their saturation. And notice that some of these adjustment layers are set to luminosity blending mode. That helps me get exactly the effect I'm looking for. Now it's time for some basic cleanup. Nothing too fancy here. I actually started with the remove tool, but it kept leaving noticeable artifacts, so I switched back to the spot healing brush instead. By changing the tool settings between lighten and darken mode, I can clean up the skin much more naturally. This time, I'm not trying to create perfectly flawless skin. The model has beautiful freckles, so I'm only removing the distractions that really catch my eye or stand out because of their texture. Now it's time for dodge and burn. Again, I'm keeping it pretty subtle. I'm softening the under eye bags, reducing some of the shadows around the mouth and chin, and making the light transitions feel a little smoother so the skin looks softer overall. I'm also lightening a few freckles here and there. I'm definitely not removing them. I just want them to look a bit lighter on the face instead of looking too dark after the color grading. And guys, when editing photos yourself, please don't forget about the hands, neck, and the rest of the image. We're not just retouching the face. Now it's time for global dodge and burn. Here I'm adding a little more dimension to the face, almost like contouring with makeup. I'm giving the cheekbones and lips just a bit more definition, then lowering the group opacity to around 10%. I don't want this effect to be obvious, just enough to gently enhance the natural features. Now I'm turning my color grading group back on. Earlier I used the luminosity mask, but since I've cleaned up the skin, I want to update that mask so the color grading works with all of those changes. Finally, I add a few film textures along with some dust and scratches to complete the film look. And here's the before and here's the after. Follow me for more color grading breakdowns.